Welcome back, everyone. This is Julie, and this is Two Non-Critics and a Cat. Welcome back to the October Halloween episode. How are you guys?
Good.
This is not very October Halloween. We are gonna yap about the TV shows that have been making a lot of audience this week into Netflix, but
a lot of
buzzing. But yes, we were talking just now about what we did for today, and apparently Martina had lunch at a bakery. Me and Federica did not have lunch at a bakery, so we're just in the house.
Mm.
They
Made
had
my
lunch
own.
in their house.
Which was really tasty.
True. So I made tacos for dinner, just in case. This is our new podcast, which is a cooking one. No, I'm joking.
But we should do.
Yeah,
actually.
we do like the segment of the week that is that. What did you cook today? Tacos. I don't know why.
I did pumpkin
There you
lasagna
go.
tonight,
You see?
and tomorrow I'm gonna do like ricotta and lemon muffins with almond flakes
Now
on top.
I'm hungry. Thank you, Martina. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You can come tomorrow. I'll give you some.
I'm working tomorrow, unfortunately. Netflix has bombarded us with Halloween movies, and before we start, I just want to say that Steve is on Netflix. Go watch it. So it's actually going pretty well because it's the second movie after K-pop Demon Hunter for absolute months that Federica can vouch for it, of course.
K-pop Demon Hunters is in first position and fourth position because they also released the sing-along version.
Absolutely,
Of course.
We did go
And
to
I
the
have
cinema.
my little tiger looking at me now from its
I
post to
honestly-
protect me.
I hope Steve overtakes
K-pop
Not
Demon
because
Hunters,
I
I don't
like
think so.
K-pop. I honestly don't give a shit. It's only because it deserves.
No, it's a beautiful
topic and
movie,
so
but
on.
there has been a lot of K-pop Demon Hunters lately. But yes, absolutely. I hope that Steve stays in the top 10 for a long, long time because it's a beautiful, beautiful movie. And I'm very excited for everyone to see
I hope
it.
a lot of you watch it because of the topic
Yeah.
and
I think
and
we
the
yapped
artistry
about it
and
enough about
everything.
Steve, but it's genuinely one of the
Yeah.
most most
I'm glad
beautiful
it's going well anyway.
movies that we've seen in a while, so that's good. So, Martina, what did you watch this week?
Okay, the Graham Norton show last night had sitting on their couch left to right Taylor Swift. Wait, stop. Taylor Swift, Cillian Murphy, Greta Lee, someone else that I honestly don't remember who she was, and
Luis Capaldi as well.
Donna Gleason and Lewis Capaldi. I swear to God,
The multiverse. Everyone.
I felt like Cillian Murphy the whole time. I was like, what are
There
they
was a
talking
meme
about and
about
why?
how cute he was in trying to fake interest in the massive rock on Taylor Swift finger.
Oh yeah, it was.
And I internalized that a lot, honestly.
He's
so
super
much.
sweet because he's always trying to be nice, even though he doesn't give a shit.
Like I think it was his best acting since Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah, Oscar,
This is
definitely.
Oscar-worthy
I would give him an
performance.
Oscar for last night,
Bless
like
him.
2 nights ago, whatever. Like honestly, when she was talking about her wedding, and that
I saw
probably
him disassociate
100.
like 3 to 4 times probably
Yeah,
that evening.
honestly, it was just amazing. Anyway, I watched it twice because it was hilarious, honestly.
I can imagine. I cannot. I didn't watch it. I watched a couple of clips,
Oh
mostly
my
just to see
goodness.
the meme of him disassociating.
It was I was disassociating in some pieces. At some point, I actually tried to skip ahead, but then I remembered it was live.
Jesus.
I was like,
Damn.
just wanna hear,
No, I feel
Anyway.
like the Graham Norton show always has a mix of people that makes you question reality, honestly, and
My God.
he always has nice kids as well. But
Yeah. Anyway, I watched The Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey on Apple TV Plus because it's an Apple TV Plus movie. It's a true story actually, which it kind of drove me off a little because I was thinking while I was watching it, I was thinking it's a good thrilling movie in a way, like thrill movie. but like Twister or that kind of stuff. Like I didn't think it was a true story. Like I didn't live it like that. Like I wasn't emotionally involved in that way. Um, Even though there were some parts that I was kind of emotionally involved. Yeah, I got emotional, like thinking what it means to lose the house on, to the fire and stuff. So it's basically the Lost Bus is Matthew McConaughey is the driver of this school bus. And obviously he's kind of struggling with money, and he's struggling with his divorce, and he's got the custody of his child. I think he's a teenager and he's struggling with the relationship with him. And there is a fire in California where he lives, and basically he's called to pick up 23 kids that are stuck in a school, and basically needs to bring them back safe. And there is America Ferrera as well. Ferrera, no? Is it correct?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
correct.
And I don't know if you can see Nala walking on me. Yeah. Nala, there are
We
cables. I
see
don't
a
know if you can
butt.
see that. I know you don't care. Do you? Yeah. So she was talking. So yeah, so basically that's the movie really. I cannot say that I didn't like it, but I was expecting it's a bit off. I don't know, like I don't think it conveys what it wants to convey in terms of emotion. It's a good thrill movie, like kind of Twister or Independence Day, or that I would put it in that category. Which was weird. The visual effects honestly gave me a headache. That's the only thing I want to say. They really gave me a headache. I was like, this is not realistic at all. Like, sorry, too fast. I get what they were trying to do. They were trying to give you the experience that you were like, it was kind of amatorial in a way, that you were in it, but that's a bit too much. Like, not. It was so
They
much
call it
that it
either
didn't feel
action
real.
or disaster or survival movies, by the
Yeah,
way.
here we go.
Yeah.
It was so much that it didn't feel real, But again, I think it was good. I liked
Nice.
it.
It is
You know?
definitely not an Oscar win.
No, but it was okay. It
Apparently,
was
every time he
a
does
good.
movie, he wins an
It
Oscar.
was a good 2 hours, whatever it was, 1 hour and a half. I don't know. Of an afternoon. It was like cozy afternoon on the couch to watching it. It was nice.
Good.
Nice,
That's good.
nice.
Federica, what did you watch this week?
I pretty much read a lot of books. Like, probably I finished a whole series in like less than 2 weeks. I've been doing that most of the last month. I'm just closing myself off on books
Been
in
digesting
different
the words.
realities. Yeah. Watch-wise, I continue watching Hard Lots, but it's going slow. I don't think it's my cup of tea. And then
Which one?
Hard Lots.
What is that?
It's an ITV TV
Is
show.
it Harlots?
Oh, I see.
Or Harlots?
Harlots.
Yeah,
Prostitutes.
no, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I was like actual Harlots. Okay, good.
Yeah. It's a TV show on prostitutes in England. Then I put on my list to watch Wayward. I started Hostage, and I still haven't continued it. Not pulled at all to watch it. So it's a lot of again unfinished business. But I did finish something else, which we'll talk about it later.
Okay. You're gonna leave me like this for about 20 minutes.
No.
Okay, fine. Leave me hanging. Okay. So for me, this week was mostly this week. I finished in like 9 hours. So I watched Monster on Netflix.
Hanging.
And I think I've watched something else that I cannot remember. So clearly it did not catch my attention. So yeah, I would say.
No, you watched Untamed, you said.
No, apart from Untamed, that was last week. Yeah, but yes, I did watch Untamed, which was very nice cinematography because it's all shot in Yosemite Park. So kind of made me cry every 20 minutes of episodes. And it's beautifully shot as well. And it makes you think actually how big the park is. And I was really upset watching it. And the fact that people can actually live in there. So, yes, it was very upsetting.
Do you want to live like the people in the camps?
Absolutely, yes. I want to live like him.
No, not the camps that are organized. The people that are selling drugs and
No.
no?
I want to
Okay.
live like him. I wanna have like a barn with
wanna
two
live a cabin
horses and a
with
cabin in the
horses,
woods.
yeah.
Some
Yes,
people do
absolutely.
live in there.
And I want to be.
Poor horse. One of the horse dies, and
I
was
want to
really
be.
sad.
Yeah, I want to be one of the FBI, the FBI's police. I actually realized after like 3 hours of the TV show that he was a federal agent.
Yeah, it's like they have their own rangers, and then they had these
federal agents that they come from outside. Yeah, which
is there to help. Yeah,
are kind of like dismissed by the force. So
I really liked how they kind of like intertwine Native American religion with the fact that he still sees the ghost of his son.
yeah,
That there's a lot of that in there in the story as well. So I kind of liked it. But yeah, no,
it was also absolutely beautiful to see the banter between him and the character that is actually Native American, and it was actually beautiful to see someone that worked there that would be Native American.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it kind of made you think a little bit. It was like, you know, when he makes a joke that said, which is not a joke, and he says, before everybody else came and stole my land, and you kind of think about it like that this person went back to work in this park and it's just his land, you know. So it was very beautiful. And I really liked it actually, but yeah, it was last week, so I didn't want to talk about it, but sure. Am I good with start yapping about Monster?
Yes, you can.
Okay, good. No, I just wanted to say that Netflix came on really hard lately, and they published the new season of Alice in Wonderland, in Borderland and not Wonderland, which is a very different TV show, just so you know. And the second season of Interview with the Vampire, and then they put out Steve as well, but they actually added a lot of like, you know, Halloween kind of movies and TV shows and animes, so it's very good. But yes, what I have watched in the last 9 hours, basically, it is Monster, which is the Ed Gein story, which is not Monsters, which is the brothers' stories, and it's not Dahmer, which is Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, which makes
a lot of monsters around.
Well, yes, which it makes sense when you realize that it's all made from the same person.
Yeah.
So it's all in production and made by Ryan Murphy, which is the same director and producer that did the American Horror Story. So, and Glee.
that is a horror story of its own. So I feel
that
like
man
it
went from Glee
sense.
to American Horror Story. I don't know what happened in between, but that is hilarious. But yeah. As a fellow student of a particular kind of university, I can say I am not here to speak about anything that is the true fact of what happened with the Ed Gein story. I'm absolutely repulsed by everything that is in that TV show, and I'm here just to talk about it on cinematography side. So said that, Charlie Hunnam is absolutely devastatingly good.
He's back.
I'm absolutely in love with him, and I have been since he played King Arthur, which is another one of my most loved movies. The entire soundtrack, the entire way the movie shot is beautiful, and it's so quick as well that you don't even realize how much is going forward. But yes, I watched it with my flatmate, and she has no idea who Ed Gein was and what inspired everything. And the reason why we're talking about it now in October is because if you don't know, Ed Gein was a serial killer which went on to inspire movies like Psycho, Halloween, Friday the 13th. So basically...
Great!
So basically, I'm sure that you guys don't know because Denise, like my flatmate, comes from the same kind of place. But Ed Gein is the inspiration for.
Yeah, you know that I love these things.
Yeah, I know. So Ed Gein is the inspiration for Leatherface. Michael Myers, that is him. And in case a lot of people didn't know, that is the reason why this TV show was made, which I think kind of took the feedback from Dahmer, because there's been a lot of issues with Dahmer and the families and of the victim, because it's also too new, because the families of the victims are still here and they're still alive, and it's been not that many years. And the TV show in itself was beautiful, and it was a shot in between talking about his story and mixing in between Hollywood. So that means that basically you will see half of his stories for 2 episodes, and then it will pick up onto why he inspired Psycho. And then you would have 2 episodes of his story, and you will pick up why he inspired Silence of the Lamb, or why he inspired Halloween and Michael Myers.
Oh, that's interesting.
It is very well made.
It's a good structure.
Again,
very original.
As a TV show, and I'm absolutely not talking about anything else about the story that actually happened. It is a great mixture. It is a great structure, and it was absolutely mind-blowing to see. And there are actually true stories as well, which apparently we found out during the TV show. There's a bunch of directors as well. There's a lot of Alfred Hitchcock as well. So there's actually him, like, not actually him, like the character that plays him, and he's embedded into the story. So it's very interesting to see how he portrays his Psycho and how he portrays all of this story that came out. I think Charlie Hunnam is absolutely fantastic. He has made, yet again, another absolute monster look like a child, which is not good. Personally, I think it's not good, but at the same time, I'm just focusing on his performance on himself. So he was raw with emotions, he was raw with rage, and he was raw with not understanding what was going on in his life. And that TV show, it's beautiful, and it's very painful on a certain side, because it makes you wonder the classic question of any psychology, forensic criminology, that is nature versus nurture, and it makes you think if anything could have been different due to how his mother treated him and how it went on with his events in life.
It's always some family trauma, isn't it?
It was a very heavy religious family trauma. Clearly.
But it is true. I mean, I think it's at the base of the human experience.
Freud always said it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's the base of the TV show, which I'm happy that it concentrates a little bit more on most of humanity and how humanity is actually taken and interested by the gory details of what had happened and how they inspired this movie, instead of actually being on a serial killer. Because you are able to actually get that person out and just think about what happened during the life, instead of thinking, oh, I'm watching a TV show about a serial killer, as you did with Dahmer. I think that the feedback was very well received from the Ryan Murphy production, because it's Dahmer has blown up to proportion, honestly, with critics, and I can understand easily why. And
I mean, there's one thing, as much as I hate Glee, I feel like Ryan Murphy is like a really good producer in terms of like he's a clever man. He really is clever, and he does listen a lot to criticism. If you want to call it, feedback, criticism, and he does evolve in the structure. But he's a good creepy storyteller.
Yeah. It's to be fair, the entire shot of like him. There's a shot of him, of Charlie Hunnam running in between, doing a couple of action very quickly, and the camera is just behind his head, and it makes you think that like you're right there. And it's just like the pace of the music is very intense, and then at some points it's just calm and peaceful that it makes you kind of eerie, makes you think like, what is going on? I am not watching the same TV show. At the same time, it has an ungodly amount of themes, because unfortunately they're mostly true. And if you don't know the story, the real story, I won't say it. So if you want to look it up, look it up. So as much as I would be interested in actually explaining you guys what it is, it's a bit too much for an episode of a movie podcast. So I'm here to actually speak about the TV show. But it's the whole episode that revolves around him, and it revolves around what he has in his head and the fact that he was schizophrenic. So you have schizophrenia teams, you have homosexuality teams, transsexuals, you have an ungodly amount of themes. And then it is implied in the TV show that he's not a transsexual, he's gynophiliac. So basically what happens is
what?
a gynophiliac. So basically stems from the hate of women. Again, not going into the story. So it's kind of like a very, very heavy portrait of why this man found himself hating women and doing what he did. But at the same time, you're just trying not to listen to the actual real story. You're just looking into someone that is schizophrenic. And there is a scene that it's incredibly touchy. And if I had any kind of like mental illness on that side, I would be touched by that scene. And it's a specific scene with a psychiatrist. So they explain what he had, they explains what he's going through, because at some point he cannot recognize what is going on to him. So on a point of just a TV show, the production, it was insane. And it has done a great job actually mixing in between how all of this story has stemmed into other TV shows and other movies. And
the way that you're describing it makes me miss Mindhunters so much.
You want to know something?
Go for it.
You want to know something? There is actually a cameo of the entire Mindhunter series in one of the episodes.
For real?
Oh, wow.
I swear to you, it is it is the best thing. Like how it's structured, it is one of the best things I've seen. Again, not talking about the story.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Like, as a TV show, is one of the best things that I've seen. How it's structured is absolutely insane.
Nice.
And yes, there is actually the entire Mindhunter like team, because there's only one cast member out of 3, but the entire team is just kind of in there, which is not the real events. But it's very interesting, again, to kind of do something for the TV show and not actually for the real events. Because, again, I'm sure there's, for how much I am in the topic and for how much we all love about dark things and gory things, and there's an increase on people actually watching crime scene stories and, like, cold cases. We don't want to know we don't want to revive, we don't want to relive, and we don't want people that has gone through that suffering to relive this. So I would want to see a story that is completely detached from the real events. So I'm happy to be seeing that has been mixed in between in the TV show, hasn't mixed with them. Monsters from the Menendez brothers, it was completely different, because it was the true story, which actually went out to help them out a little bit. And legally, I won't say my opinion, but it's a complete different story. So 10 out of 10, absolutely yapping about it, but it was a great TV show, and I think it does justice to an ungodly amount of themes. So without focusing again on who this is, and again, Charlie Hunnam is absolutely spectacular. I have no notes for him, honestly, and I'm sad that he's not in more movies. So.
Yeah, I think Charlie Hunnam is a little bit underrated, unfortunately, for the talent that he has. I remember...
I loved him in, King Arthur?
Yeah.
King Arthur?
I loved him
Bone
way
King.
Before King Arthur. I loved him in Sons of Anarchy. Oh,
Yeah, in Sons of Anarchy too.
that was
Yeah.
fantastic.
Wasn't Charlie Hunnam in 20... I don't remember. It's a dancing movie or something.
Magic Mike.
No,
No, that is
but
Channing
he
Tatum.
was. Oh yeah, that's Channing Tatum.
Yeah, which I always confuse them, by the way.
How?
They
Bless
don't
him.
look very like. I think it's just the
No,
name.
he's done The Gentleman. He's done
Yes.
Green Street, Sons of
The
Anarchy,
Gentleman
I
actually.
think it's
Pacific
the
Rim.
name.
Pacific Rim is one of my favorite
The Lost
movies.
City of
Once
Oz.
every 4 weeks, I watch
You
that movie.
Christopher Nolan.
Like genuinely, every 4 weeks, I watch Pacific Rim.
My
Jogi, Charlie Hunnam and
goodness.
Idris Elba. Absolutely.
I
I
think
love
it's
that.
you and Nolan.
No, honestly, I'm very interested in the whole kaiju thing. So I've always been interested in the whole kaiju thing. So every movie's like from Godzilla and onward that comes out with kaijus, I always watch it. And now an anime came out 2 years ago, and it's all about kaijus, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. So
I've done a lovely noise with my tongue that you will love when you're
I'm
going
sure
to
I will.
edit this.
I'm sure I will.
The misophonia is gonna be strong in the editing room.
Literally sounded like a trumpet.
The trumpets of Jericho. I swear
All
to
right, Feds, it's your turn. What
Hey.
did you finish watching?
I gave a shot to The House of Guinness on
God.
Netflix.
Was the shot implied in the in the Guinness?
House of Guinness.
Are there many shots?
This is the latest creation from Stephen Knight after Peaky Blinders. I think he tried to recreate the same kind of vibe. Not the same kind of magic, but the same kind of vibe. Does it work? I will say I will give it a 7 out of 10. It's a slow burn. The first episode doesn't completely sell you to the story, but the more it goes ahead with the episode, the more it gets interesting, and it's layered up. I think what made me kind of keep on watching it, and actually not even stopping, because I finished it today. Like, I think I saw yesterday I started the third episode, and today I finished all the other 5 that I had left, one back to back. It's easy to fall into watching the episode one after the other. The story is basically after the patriarch of Guinness dies, Sir Edward Guinness dies. It basically forces his 3 son and a daughter to kind of like collaborate together. So at the reading of his will, it turns out that he split the company for his 2 oldest son. Then the daughter was like, she's married, she doesn't need money, so she's on her own. Great. Sign of the times. And the last son, because he's the one that's been struggling with addiction, is like he's completely at the mercy of the 2 brothers. So the whole TV show, it's them try to keep on growing the family fortune and the brewery and expand it. What I liked a lot was the fact that they talk about money for the time, and then they signpost how much money will be worth today. So they were like, so to my son, I will give £25,000, and they will show you underneath like it's 25,000 billion pounds now. I was like, what the heck? It's like, it's huge. You make it kind of quantify.
You know, it was the same. It was actually the same thing in Monster, because they used to be like, "Oh, they owe us, they have $5 back," and it would be like £370 now. And I'm like, what is
It's
this
like
change?
they quantify how much it's worth. I think it's an interesting perspective of the family, because one always gets told that, oh, Guinness has brought a lot of prosperity to Dublin. They've done a lot of philanthropy. They've done a lot of things. They gave a lot of money to charity. They built a whole borough to help the poor and whatever not. But in this TV show, there's like a little bit of nuances about it. It's a lot of like it shows you the reality of Dublin as a city, trying to rebel to the British Empire.
Yeah, because this is before 1923,
Yes,
right?
correct.
So it's before the
Yes,
uprising.
at the
I think the uprising.
in that
I
moment,
think it's
basically, the
1920.
brewery is using the British Empire to export the beer.
Mm-hmm.
So they're part of the Conservative Party. They have the Fians now, which are the ones that want to siege and want to split from the British Empire. They want an Ireland that is free. So you have the two brothers try to navigate this tumultuous history while still trying to save the legacy of their father. So trying to appease the conservative party because it's the one that will bring money because they're part of the aristocracy, but also understanding that there's probably something worth in investing in the common people. So it's loosely based on true stories, and it's always written at the beginning of of each episode. Some of the characters are not real, but it's there's a lot. Like any other Stephen Knight TV show, there's a lot of sex, a lot of there's it's a little bit
I
different.
think we need to thank Stephen Knight.
Yeah,
first.
no, absolutely. Although for at this time there's not a lot of like good-looking people to watch having sex, but sure.
Yeah, true.
It's interesting though because there's a lot of different things that get touched. It's you still he's really good at writing vulnerable male characters, and it's the first man that does that really well. Same as he did with Peaky Blinders. There's always like the men are always like kind of like tortured between portraying what is a male figure at the time and actually kind of like delving in their vulnerability. So both of the two main characters, one is basically is a gay man. He's closeted, so he has to marry for sure. It's if you were gay at the time, you were jailed and killed. Then you have the brother
Is it
that
Louis Partridge?
no.
Okay.
Partridge he falls in love with a Fenian woman, which is basically everything he's trying to fight against. He falls in love with her, but she's poor. She is a commoner, so he's an aristocrat, so he cannot marry her. It's like there's a lot of the actors. You said the other day that you were watching the first episode, Marty, and the acting wasn't selling you that much. The actors evolve really well with the story. They do a really good job. Is it great acting? And it's a little bit in and out.
I don't know. I thought you watch Peaky.
Yeah.
Like I thought in comparison with the ensemble cast of Peaky Blinders,
No,
it
it's
was like
not
no
at the
way.
same level. This is a little
okay.
bit more inconsistent, but there is some great acting in there.
There is, yeah.
But it's
sure,
an
yeah.
enjoyable
I do
TV
love Louis
show.
Partridge.
I liked him. I liked him in the.
No, but listen, it's not about how good they are individually. It's about how good they are together for me.
It
Like the
grows.
first episode, I didn't see that
I think
chemistry that I was expecting from someone that is in a family. And I'm not
think it's
talking
meant to
about
be that way.
positive chemistry. I'm talking about the dynamics, It doesn't matter, obviously, that I don't think they were a happy family,
It's
kind of. But still, like I haven't seen that dynamic.
For the purpose of the story is meant to be that way because the two brothers don't see eye to eye. So the moment in which they read the will and they're like, you need to run this together, that's when they're like, shit, now we have to work together, and they don't want to because they're all different. But throughout this series, throughout the episode, they find like interesting common grounds, and then they grow and they start collaborating together and they start to build what it became then this empire as a family. So it's
I
moving
see.
forward that it evolves, but yeah, the dynamic is completely different from Peaky Blinders. You don't have that kind of unity. There's a lot of animosity, and then it changes throughout. But I will still give it a try. Like
You
I will
liked
still
it.
watch it. It's
Okay, I'll
really
go ahead then. Fine.
It has been
Okay.
cleared to watch.
Yes. Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
I haven't got much for my turn because I am watching 3 TV shows, 2 on Apple TV, Slow Horses and The Morning Show, and one is Only Murders in the Building on Disney Plus. They're all new releases, new seasons. I think The Morning Show, I think they're all about at the 5th,
Mm,
actually.
mm-mm.
I think all of them. Surely Slow Horses, it's at the 5th, but I think also the other 2. But anyway, there's not much to talk because this is a slow release, which, to be honest, I prefer. So you cannot binge watch the whole thing. You have to actually wait every week for a new
I will
episode.
never get over the hate that my sister has for me, honestly.
No,
As a
it's
binge
just-
watcher.
No, it's just I think they are too expensive to be
Honestly,
binge-watched.
every single time
And
that
at
a
some
TV
point,
show on
if
Netflix
we
comes
if
out,
we keep binge watching and watching content this way, I think we're gonna lose quality because they will not be able to finance these things anymore.
to be fair,
especially with AI and everything that's going on. Anyway, this is for another episode.
to be fair, I haven't binge watched a lot of things lately. I've actually been taking my time watching them.
Yeah, also
And no
it feels
monster.
different. It's a better experience, I think. But anyway, so Slow Horses. I'm on episode 2 because I watched episode 1 and episode 2. I think it's a slow burner, but it's better than the season before. The season before was confusing to me. I was like, I don't know, why do I care about this? This one is a bit better. Like it's basically the team in Slow House is under attack. Really, which is quite fun. I don't know. I like the dynamic. But Slow Horses to me is Gary Oldman. Like I literally watch it just to watch Gary Oldman. But then it's again a slow burner, but it's evolving better than the season before. But there's not much happening at the moment yet. They just literally realized in the second episode that they are under attack because in the first episode they thought one of the team was they tried to run him over, but they thought it was an accident. I mean, some of them weren't sure, some of them were like it was an accident, but now in the second episode they know that it wasn't an accident. So they're under attack and so now they are basically in lockdown in a slow house, which is quite interesting. A river is not yet on the front line, let's say, is kind of in the back this season. Obviously, last season he was front and center because it was about his father and so on. But yeah, I mean, I'm liking it. I'm not loving it, but it's really hard to love like season 5. You know what I mean? Even though, I mean, I can't wait for Stranger Things to come out. Like,
Same.
I will love that. I hope. I mean, and I loved all 6. How many they did of Peaky Blinders? I don't remember. 6?
Yeah, it's 6.
Seasons? Yeah. And other shows, not just that. The Morning Show. The Morning Show.
Yes, the TV show that I've lost on the second season and never picked up again. For no reason, by the way, because I love it.
I can't even remember what they are talking about.
What do you mean?
Because
That's not good.
they keep mixing things from previous
Damn.
seasons.
Damn, Daniel.
that I got over with in a way. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
He
Like
was like,
I don't
been
care
there,
anymore.
done that, let's move on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's I get it. It's this constant um like stuff happening and you have to cover up other stuff that has happened before and blah, blah, blah. And I get it. It's journalism and it's actually one of the guys involved in production. Actually, I think one of the guys who I think the guy who wrote it used to work for CNN.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I get it. It's like these dark secrets, and journalism is bad, and
To
but
me,
it's also good, and it has a vocation, but it's hard to do. It's like the constant bloody, like thing with politics as well.
mm-hmm.
No, like you have to get your hands dirty to be able to do what you want to do. But like, I don't know. Like I literally don't know what they're
I
doing.
mean, like,
What
to me,
you know?
I stopped watching it after season one for some reason. It did not compel me too much, but because I've always made the huge mistake of comparing it to the newsroom.
Nah. I mean, Aaron Sorkin wrote the
Yeah,
newsroom. That's all
but
you should
like the
know.
newsroom for me is like the TV show about how
Yeah,
a news anchor is run, basically how a news
yeah,
program is
yeah,
run. So for me, it's like when I saw the morning show, I think they try to replicate that kind of like fast-paced, anxiety-inducing
yeah.
kind of work environment by adding up other issues.
Honestly, I like the first couple of seasons. I mean, and it's not that I didn't like the rest. It's just now it's getting kind of cooked and recooked in
Is
a
it
way.
repetitive?
Because
Like,
I get it, like now there is something that is being covered up years before Mitch even, and before Mitch Kessler happened, and obviously some of them are involved. Bradley Jackson is back, and she's trying to understand who is involved with someone. I don't want to spoiler it actually.
mm-hmm.
With someone else that is also back. There are some characters back, by the way. If you didn't understand that. And then there is
The return of a
Corey
lot
that
of people.
is, yeah, he's a producer in LA and now is basically blackmailing someone. Again, I don't want to spoiler, but it's the same old thing,
It's the
they're
same structure
blackmailing
as the
each
other
other the whole
season.
time. You know what I mean? It's just changing who is doing what, but it's basically the same thing. So I'll keep watching it because I absolutely love Jennifer Aniston and I love Bill Crodrup as well. And also it's nice. I'm not saying it's really really bad. It's just
You
I
felt
have
like you've
seen that
seen this
before.
before and it's just
Yeah, yeah,
repeating
yeah,
itself.
exactly, exactly. Um, Same for Only Murders in the Building. So all three of them are kind of the same, really.
Mm-hmm.
Same for Only Murders in the Building. Like, it's pleasurable to watch, but again, same old. Like it starts with Lester. It was the concierge
Mm-hmm.
of the Arconia dying, and the three obviously. The trio believes that he was killed,
Mm-hmm.
and it was killed by the mob, and then
So the
Steve
structure.
Martin's character kind of have a crush on the wife of the mob guy, and then they think it's the wives, and then they discover, like, they're going faster though, I have to say, like Slow Horses in 2 episodes they barely understood that they're under attack. The Only Murders in the Building is
It's
going
going
faster.
that's good.
Like they've already like picked two or
Mm-hmm.
three suspects and stuff. uh
Any famous
but
cameos already?
it's, yeah.
Any
What?
famous cameos already?
Oh, there is Christoph Waltz in this one, and
Wow.
Renée Zellweger. There's literally, yeah, because basically when the mobster, well, I don't want to spoil it, but like there is a kind of a triumvirate of power, okay, which is an influencer, a tech guy, which is really tailored on some tech guys that that are out there. It's kind of hilarious.
How to spoil without spoiling?
Yeah, and these two of them are Christoph Waltz, who is the tech guy, the tech billionaire, and is the boss of a tech company. And then Renee Zellweger, who is,
Wow.
I think she's like a massive influencer of, I don't remember what. But anyway, it's, there is Meryl Streep returning.
Well, I can still not believe that she's with Steven Short.
She's with Martin Short,
Yeah.
no? You mixed the
I
Martin
mixed
Short,
the two
I
of
get
them.
it.
She's with Martin Short.
Martin Short.
Yeah.
I love them. I absolutely adore them.
Yeah?
Yeah. I adore them. Yes, she's back, I think, for just a few episodes. Martin Short, I still believe is the best thing in that show. Like, I love
I
Martin
can see
Short.
that.
Yeah. But anyway, again, it's pleasurable, but not top notch. Like the first season, I absolutely love. I adored.
You want to know some gossip?
Huh?
You want to know some gossip?
Go.
Martin Short apparently was the flower boy at Selena Gomez's wedding the past weekend.
Oh my God. I love this.
Yeah.
Actually, they look like they are friends for real in life. I have to say that is the one. This is the thing. I keep watching it because the chemistry between them is
really
evident.
Nice,
honestly, it's clear that they are friends for real.
Feels like they
and you enjoy that because you can feel that. Behind the scenes, even though maybe you don't give a shit about what's happening
you have fun watching season. Them interact with one another.
Yeah, watching the dynamics between them, it's like you're watching three friends doing a podcast.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious because we are also three. We are also doing a podcast
I
in
hope
this
nobody gets murdered in my building because
yeah, I mean me neither, to be honest. Yes. But anyway, yeah, this is all. And I think we're done. My God, we didn't know what to talk about today, like full disclosure. And we talked for like 45 minutes.
All three of us yapped a lot.
Yeah, all three of us. Yes, yeah. It's not only you, Nala as well.
Good, actually. For once I didn't yap.
Yes. So next week, Feds will introduce. I'm not even here actually.
Yeah.
Next week. Or maybe I am.
Feds.
If we
Is it anime time?
no, if we record on Monday, I am. So Feds will talk about the London Film Festival.
Yeah.
Because it's starting in 3 days.
I put my reminders to book my tickets.
Yes. So we're talking about the movies of the London Film Festival, which we're very excited about.
Yeah, good lineup.
It is actually. There's good gala as well, and I cannot wait to see Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Of Guillermo del Toro, by the way, Netflix, November, I think.
When
3rd?
is it? 13th of October.
Yeah, nice.
At 8:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Thank you very much for coming with us this week. I hope that for once my sister was going to do the outro, but she looked at me like she wanted to cry.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, what's going on? Like, do you want me to...
Thank you very much for coming with us this episode. So you can follow us on YouTube, on Instagram. You can follow us home. I'm joking. Don't do that. Please have a good day. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.